Toy Devastator! Me, Grimlock, love challenge! Dinobots transform!
I know it's the wrong color, but I don't have 86 Grimlock, and this is the only representation of the mold I'd be able to get. This is the Legacy Evolution Walmart exclusive Toxitron Grimlock G2 whatever. And the reason we're looking at it from this side is because this side has all the screw holes. But before we take a look at the King, let's take a look at the King's Mighty Chamber. Centralize the box. So here we have Legacy Evolution, we got Grimlock, we got G2 Universe Grimlock, we got Grimlock, we got Legacy Evolution on the back, we got product shots of Grimlock, 23 steps from robot mode to dinosaur mode. That's what the robot mode looks like. But now, and of course the box does have that kind of aesthetic of the Toxitron subline. All Walmart sublines have that. Well, yeah, all Walmart Transformer sublines have that. But anyways, let's get into the King himself. The detail here looks really nice. The only problem is the yellow kind of drowns out a lot of it. Like, I would have preferred to get the 86, like, deco. Then, because I know that 86 Grimlock is getting a reissue next year. I know that now. I didn't know this when I bought this thing. But yeah, this is just Grimlock. This is just a bunch of Grimlock. So, articulation, the head can look up and down, although it does kind of like click into place. Clicks down here, and then clicks up here. And then jaw can open. There is a blast effect peg in there. You can swivel the neck. It can go all the way around. Ball joints at the arms, which allow for technically a full rotation, but the arm clearance is not great. And they can go out slightly. As you saw, there's a bend there. And these are just the robot mode arms, so they go forward, a full 360, out, thigh rotation, really deep bend at the knee, and if you want to, you can disengage this to give him, like, accurate knees of what a T-Rex would actually have. Because when they made this guy back in the 80s, they thought T-Rex legs looked like this. Because they thought T-Rexes stood upright. I'll look up a model of a T-Rex from the 80s and try to show it. But that is it for alt mode, for dino mode possibility. Gun, we'll discuss more in robot mode. These two tabs, these slots go into two tabs on the gun. The gun is very matte black, so it's very hard to see on camera where those tabs are. It's also decently difficult to peg that in there. But once you got it pegged in, you got it pegged in. And that looks kind of stupid. Now then, transforming Grimlock. So, you want to straighten out the head and bring this entire strut up. Then you want to separate this. You want to position the dinosaur arms, and then you want to bring this up and out of the way. You want to take up the head. It'll softly click into place. Take these ratchet joints, snap them in. Unpeg the chest and bring it up. These tabs will go into these slots. Locks in there really securely. Split the dino tail, bring this piece out, shift this in, bring this out. Now this is on a slider joint. Slides, then you bring this in. This clip system pegs into, focus please, a clip right there. Then you collapse the leg around the back, fold out the foot. Then you do the same thing on the other leg. Bing, bang, boom. Next, what you want to do is take this tab, put it into that slot, bring back the dino, the kind of cape, and arrange that however you want. I personally like it like this. Well, I personally like it more like this. And then you bring the arms down, unlock the elbows, take the hands, fold them out. Now, trying to grab them from in here is not like easy. You can do it, but it's not easy. So what I do is push here. That makes them come out a lot easier. Then you just snap them in. Place the king down. And there you have Grimlock in his robot mode. Now, I'm not going to be doing any size comparisons for this guy because I don't have much to compare him to because I don't own any other Toxitron figures. But taking a look at the details, I love the head sculpt. The head sculpt itself is really good, but I think that silver paint with the teal blue kind of visor, this shade of blue is like my absolute favorite color, so it really helped that it's on this figure. And that combined with the yellow and the pink crotch plate, not sure how I feel about that, but the legs, we got all of that detail. Now, he does have back kibble, but he's Grimlock. He's gonna have back kibble. Robot motor articulation is pretty good. Head is on a ball joint, can look up and down, push down that plate to make it look more down, can actually tilt to a pretty good degree, and it can swivel. Shoulders are just robot mode arms. They're on ratchets, but they're like plasticky ratchets, so this kind of section here is used a lot more, so as you can hear, this section has much less clicks, but then when I start rotating it back, the clicks are a lot stronger. You go out on friction hinges, bicep swivel, over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, wrist rotation. These are articulated for some reason. Not exactly sure why, maybe for balance for poses in the dyno mode. You do get a waist swivel, hips, go on forward on very soft ratchets, go back that far, you go in and out. This ratchet is much better. Well, it sounds like an actual ratchet if you listen incredibly closely. I'm going to turn up the volume all the way on this clip so you can hear it. All right, thigh rotation, knee bend, also on a ratchet, and it bends forward one click for some reason, and feet can pivot. So overall, I wouldn't recommend this version of Grimlock. I'd recommend get the 86 one that comes out, and of course, the gun, peg into his hand, can get him posed out with said gun. But if you want to get a version of this Grimlock mold, there are a lot on the market. There's 86 is getting a reissue. There's that old shattered glass one with Triptychon colors. There's this thing. There is the recent comic edition paint version. You have options if you want this mold. I personally would recommend the 86 mold, but whichever color works for you, go ahead. That has been all for this review, and I will see you guys in the next one.